Shout out to our sponsors. First one, Invertigear. Go to invertigear.com, type in the coupon code SHOWTHEART15 and save 15% off all their gear.
Get the freshest.
Jiu-Jitsu gis, rash guards, shorts, whatever you want. You name it, they got it.
Mm-hmm.
Clean.
Summer's coming up. Spring's coming up.
They got the light version. They got the heavy version. Whatever you want.
Get whatever you want,
man. If you're a competitor, get the light version. If you don't compete, still get it, but also get the heavy version.
That's right. And if you're competing and not competing at the same time, which doesn't make sense, get both of them.
Anyway.
Because that makes sense.
That makes sense. And you know what makes more sense?
What?
Using the coupon code and saying 15% off. Show the art.
That's the smartest thing to do, man.
That's it. Now, if you want coffee, what do you do?
Yes, I do.
So tell them.
Oh, what
do you do?
What do I do? I go to chimeracoffee.com.
Yeah.
Are you sipping on that right now, dog?
I am, man.
Are you sipping on that right now? How delicious is that?
The cacao booster.
Ooh.
With that
little hint of cinnamon.
With cinnamon and cocoa. It's basically this powder you could dump in any coffee, cappuccino, espresso.
We don't just dump it. We just sprinkle. Just
it.
A little hint of it is delicious. Yeah, you drink that coffee, dog. Guys, if you want some of this fine goodness, go to chimeracoffee.com and type in the coupon code.
Show the art.
Save yourself some money again.
10% off.
Ooh,
Save
10%.
That's 10.
It.
It's a big
lot,
time,
man. That's double digits.
That's big time.
Whenever you hit double digits, you know you're doing something right.
Yeah, man. And it's high quality coffee with nootropics in it. Nootropics are basically these things that will let's
get scientific, dog.
Let's get serious here.
Let's get serious.
There's things that'll make your brain work better. All right, we all need it.
That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know, man.
And if you're skeptical, don't worry. It's not like taking drugs. It's not going to make you feel jittery and psychotic.
Nah.
No, it's going to give you that focused feeling you need when you're about to train, when you're about to podcast, when you're about to life
it up.
Life it up.
Speaking of quality, we got one more sponsor. Who is it?
Yes. Go to m85.com. Spell it out. M85. Spell it out. .com. He sells rash guards. He makes designs for logos. Hit him up. Email him. Do whatever you got to do. If you want to buy his gear, type in the coupon code STA20.
Oh, we got a coupon code for that too?
Yeah, for a whopping 20%.
20?
See?
You just made me... Come on, guys.
See?
Guys.
STA20. Save yourself 20%. And that's the bottom line.
'Cause Abe Awad said so.
That's right.
Let's get this podcast going. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? You're listening to the Show the Art
Podcast.
You like that? My main man. Well, yeah, that is my main man.
Yeah.
Hey, Awad, how
What's
you
up,
feeling, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
You ready to rock and roll?
Yeah, man. Episode 109. You know what they say about 109?
What do they say about 109?
It is the 29th prime number.
Oh, not only is it the 29th prime number.
Read.
Nope, it's the only.
It's the.
It's a yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
That's what they say about 109. Number 109.
But 109 is a centered triangular number.
What?
So we could just say
what?
we're putting this show, this episode in a triangle.
In the center of a triangle.
Oh,
come on, man. See,
you like that?
Educate.
We gotta educate.
That's what this show is all about. Edumacation.
Edumacation, baby. We want to provoke thought. That's what we want to do, man.
You just blew my mind with that sentence.
You like that?
Provoke thought.
That's what we do.
I'm trying to think now. You've provoked me.
Did I?
Yeah. You know what?
What's up?
I dare you to think on this episode.
Yeah.
Everyone listening, I dare you to learn. I dare you to think.
I like this.
You know what's funny?
Like where this is going.
When I teach the kids, jiu-jitsu class, whatever.
Yeah.
I teach the kids, when I'm trying to be funny.
Okay.
I give them that sports speech, like, all right, guys, we got to get our heads in the game.
Yeah.
But I'm being sarcastic so they get it. They get that I'm joking. And then my line is, I dare you to learn today. I dare you. And they're like, what the hell? It's pretty funny.
Okay, Abe. Okay, coach. Yeah. What do they call you?
No, they say shut up.
Oh,
They say shut up. Shut up. We get it.
get your punk ass out of here, bro.
Beat it, scrub.
Get
That's
out
what
of
they
here. We
say
don't
to me.
need you. We
Yeah.
want Marcos.
It's supposed to be a martial arts class, and they call me scrub.
Yeah.
What the hell? Come on, man.
Beat it, loser. Get out of here. Go make some Khmer coffee. Sip on that.
Go back to
Shove it
Dunkin'
up your
Donuts. Go back to Dunkin' Donuts.
But yo, speaking of provoking thought, I
Yeah.
just went through just like I came not to a realization, but I just remembered again like what I think it's important for all of us to remember or to do an exercise is to reevaluate ourselves.
Okay.
Like every 3-4 months, like because if we don't reevaluate ourselves, we don't realize like why we're doing things.
Mhm.
Like why are you doing jujitsu? Are you like sometimes we get caught in the motion, we just get lost. And I posted something about this on my Instagram because I was just thinking about it. I was like, man, like why am I training? Like why am I coaching at Crank Systems, the best gym in Nutley? But why am I doing the things that I do? Because sometimes we lose focus and we just get caught in that shuffle.
Yeah.
So I have to reevaluate myself. Like, why am I doing the things that I'm doing? Why am I training? Am I training to prove my self-worth? Am I training so I could pass this along to my son that I'm going to have? You know what I mean? Like those kind of things. And then you got to look at yourself like, where am I lacking? What am I lacking? What are my weaknesses right now? Just like in jiu-jitsu, like when you have your what do you usually call like teacher or professor, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Like what do I need to do to get better? Not just in jiu-jitsu, but you got to do that in just life period. Financially, relationship wise, with a boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, whatever, just on you, whatever. What are you doing to make yourself a better person? Because if you're not doing that, if you're not taking the time or putting in the effort to really kind of evaluate yourself and see what sucks or what do you suck at or those kind of things, it's like you'll never move forward. You'll never appreciate the things that you've accomplished. You know what I mean? Like you got that one stripe. You're so focused on getting that purple, that brown, that black belt that you like through this journey. You got those stripes are months or even years of work that you put in, and you forget that. You know what I mean? So
no, I mean reevaluating your life, everything in it or something in it, can allow you to grow.
Yes.
B, reinvent if necessary.
Oh, absolutely.
Right. Sometimes we got to reinvent ourselves.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're playing guard and it's just not working. And it's because you're stuck on the same damn thing. And you need to reevaluate what you're doing.
True.
And reinvent yourself and maybe try something new. Maybe you need to abandon the guard altogether and get a fresh take. Now start guard passing. Make that your focus.
Yeah.
Maybe you're a striker and all you do is the side kick. And you're good at it, but you're not getting anywhere with it. Maybe you need to reevaluate what's going on with that and start doing something different. Maybe you got to start throwing that cross.
Yeah.
Maybe you got to start, hitting the body.
It's true.
The point is, it can help you grow. It can help you change your outlook on life. It can help you do all those things just by stopping and saying, what am I doing right and what am I doing wrong?
Yeah.
How do you reevaluate yourself? Is it simple as that?
Yeah. It's just that, like, a lot of times, like, what we don't want to do is the things that we're weak at or we're not comfortable with. You know what I mean? Like, say, like a white belt who only pulls guard, you're afraid, like, maybe stamina or you can't pass. But if you never try, you're never going to grow.
Yeah.
Like, I was talking to this, we're training on this past Saturday. The guy that we're training was a white belt or whatever. He was like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, blah, 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 blah. And when I was watching him roll, not like I'm a super expert, but one thing I was seeing, I was like, he was getting caught in positions and he was just not laying there, but just staying there. Like he was inside someone's guard and he just decided to stay there until that person made a move.
Yeah.
Like if this, or like sometimes he was caught, like someone had him on mount, like their back mounted, and he just stood there until they made a move. If this is a competition, if this is the Pan Ams that just passed, if time runs out, what do you, like, you lost.
Took the L.
Yeah, you're taking that L, dog.
Yeah.
So what are you doing to expand? You might get caught with something, but when you get caught with something, you're learning something.
Yeah.
Like, let me not make this move.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to get caught in a
And
choke.
going along with that train of thought, and we're talking about jiu-jitsu because it's something that a lot of people can relate to that listen to this. But if you don't, we'll put in another term if you don't train jiu-jitsu.
Break it down.
But keep it in jiu-jitsu terms. That person that you're talking about, or anybody in that situation, that beginner, that white belt.
Yes.
Okay, and a white belt could be white belt in business, could be white belt in
True.
jiu-jitsu, could be a white belt in
Weightlifting.
Kama Sutra.
Oh,
Damn.
damn. Dog.
So, regardless, maybe that guy is waiting because he doesn't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's even a white belt, a beginner can reevaluate themselves and say, okay, let me see what's going on.
Yeah.
Every time somebody takes my back, I don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
So let me go and ask somebody.
Yes.
Let me figure out the answer. Not on my own. I need help. I need my teachers.
Yep.
I need somebody that knows the answer. Let me
Mhm.
seek the answer. And now let's go back in the lab.
Yep.
Now let's go drill that. Let's go practice that. And then let's try it.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to have to miss that jump shot a couple times before we actually get close to making it, before you find that range. So same thing in business. You might be an investor. You might have tried to invest money in this stock and then that stock and then that stock. And why is none of it working? Oh, because I was the guy that was just trying to research on my own. I didn't.
True.
Maybe you need to hire an expert.
That's true.
Maybe you need to ask somebody. We can't all figure out the answers ourselves. So when something's not working or when something's working, sometimes you got to go back and figure out, is there something I could do better?
Mm-hmm.
Am I doing everything good? How can I improve? Do I need to seek knowledge from somebody else?
Mhm.
Usually that is the answer.
Yep.
And,
And
reevaluate,
go on.
reinvent yourself.
One thing that's gonna help you.
Did you say Juan thing? Are you trying to make a joke
That's-
about Hispanic people? It's
Did I
kind of
say
messed
one
up.
thing?
Yeah.
One thing.
Juan.
No, Hua, like Asian Hua.
Like Juan or
But
Wong.
One thing that might help you out too is having a team. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like the journey in this is cool on your own, but it's gonna be that much harder. I always believe in whatever you're doing, whatever journey you're partaking in, have a team around you. Have a support system, because you see that all the time in movies or even on like teams, sports teams. You can't do it with just one person, because I might excel in one thing, like say I'm good under pressure, but when it comes to like scheduling things out, I'm horrible at that. So you're gonna need that one person who's really good at that to help you out. So
Yeah.
I think every person at the table could bring something very
True.
important, a great aspect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like in jiu-jitsu, we all have we all train under the same person, but our styles are so different.
Uh-huh.
So now we give everyone a different look.
Yeah, a
When
different
you train.
taste.
When
yeah.
you're rolling around, what at 5, 10, 20-minute rolls or whatever. 20 minutes. What is this? Iron Man?
No, go with it.
Yeah,
go
but
with it.
you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I truly believe that you need a support system.
Yeah.
You need a team. You need your friends, your boys.
Yeah, you need to
the
trust
ladies
them,
with you. Yeah.
and you need to not be afraid to tell people
Mm-hmm.
that, hey, this guy helped me,
Yeah.
that I needed help, and I sought it out. A good example
Mm-hmm.
is your boy Matt Bustos.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Killing it.
Every
Shout out
time,
to Matt.
yeah, every time I see him on Facebook, Instagram, social media, whatever, it doesn't matter what he's posting.
Yeah.
He might be posting that fake Nike commercial he's trying to do. He might be posting a before and after picture.
Yes.
He's always giving shout-outs to his trainer.
True.
I can't do it without him.
True.
At the
That's
bottom.
so true. Yeah.
Like, that means a lot, I bet, to his trainer, one, and it shows people that, hey, and he's a trainer himself.
Yeah.
That's what I forgot to mention. Matt is a trainer himself. So when people that he's training see my trainer is shouting out his trainer,
Uh-huh.
Matt is not saying that guy's better than him. Matt is saying that in order for him to succeed, he needs
Yes.
someone else
Yeah.
that's on the
Who's
same
been there.
wavelength.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Who's been there, or who can account for those weaknesses that he
Yeah.
has. Like you're saying.
There you go.
You know,
Perfect.
you're good under pressure, but you're not good at scheduling. You need somebody that can help you with scheduling,
Yeah, man.
so that circle is complete.
Yeah.
So that yin
Accountability.
is completed with the yang.
Oof. Damn, are we dropping knowledge bombs all over the place?
It's crazy.
Guys, are you ready?
It must be the Turkish coffee.
It must be that Turkish Chimera
Yeah.
coffee.
It must be the Turkish Chimera coffee with the cacao booster.
Oof.
Go to chimeracoffee.com, type in the coupon code, show the art, save 10% off.
10%.
Anyway, what we were saying?
Getting back to the important stuff. But yeah, man, it's just crazy when you just take, like, I just took maybe 30 minutes, just put on some good, like, music, like, I forgot what kind of music it's
Like
called.
Bach.
No, actually, Bach's pretty dope.
Yeah.
It's called,
Michelangelo.
I put a little Michelangelo, a little Ninja Turtles, but yes. So I just put on some good, like, good
Music.
music.
Okay. I know you can't say
I was gonna say studying, but
yeah, I thought you were
what do
good under
call it?
pressure.
Meditation.
Okay.
Good meditation. I was giving examples, dog.
Yeah.
Good meditation music. I was just thinking, just kind of
Like white noise, like or like
It's just like instruments playing.
Okay, yeah,
type
like
of thing.
chimes and
Yeah, that type of music.
Mhm.
So it was, and then after that, like you get a whole new appreciation in life. It's like you get a breath of fresh air.
Mm.
Like I see things different. I do see things differently. Like I have an appreciation for my job, my wife, my ability to be able to train, not just training, but
True.
having the opportunity to train. Because
True.
yeah, man, you see at these places, we always look for like the right spot, the perfect environment. And then you see these third world countries, people are performing jujitsu in the sand, in the dirt.
And
There's
dirt.
people weightlifting with like rocks. I'm telling you, like
I've seen it.
you seen it, right?
Jacked.
Man. You don't see them complaining. So
No.
you know what I mean? Just let's take a step back. I'm like, you know what? Thank you. Like we got it. We kind of got it good, man.
And you know what's another thing? Speaking on just reevaluating, improving, and getting back into the knowing oneself.
Yeah.
I've noticed that every time I'm in the car, I'm searching for something to listen to.
True.
And lately it's been like podcasts and whatnot.
Same.
Even if it's educational. Sometimes music, but usually it's like a podcast. Obviously not this one. I listen to myself. I hate listening to myself.
Me too.
But something either entertaining or educational.
Yes.
It might be Neil deGrasse Tyson's podcast. It might be Joe Rogan's. It might be the MMA Hour so I could get my news. It might be something new that somebody gave me, the Barbell freaking Shrug podcast.
The Barbell freaking Shrug.
Yeah, whatever. But I noticed that I'm like dead. I'm just driving like a zombie, monotonous, just tunnel vision. I can't even think. So what I started doing is certain days I make sure I don't put on anything in the car. And you know what happens?
What's up?
Ideas come to my head.
I like where this is going.
That's so weird, right?
Thoughts.
Ideas, thoughts come to my head. And I can't tell you how many of some of my best ideas come while I was driving in the car, while I was showering, while I was taking a bathroom break.
That too, baby.
But when you're doing something where you're on autopilot, where you don't have to think about that activity, now your brain goes, and you can't leave. That's what you're stuck doing. And you're on autopilot. I think that's what unlocks the creativity realm of your brain. And I'm like, damn, I used to think of really good ideas, good comedy sketches, good jujitsu moves. I used to think of the wheels would turn in the car. Now all I do is listen to podcasts. Now by the time I get to jujitsu class, I'm brain dead.
Yeah.
You know, and then you got to get in this weird zone. And maybe your vocabulary decreases. Maybe you're not good at conversation anymore because you don't have any thoughts to talk about by the time you get to that situation.
True.
So, again, that's what I felt, and I'm going to try to listen to podcasts less or just, day on, day off kind of deal.
Yeah.
So that I can try and, harness that ability again.
That creativity.
I don't want to get zombied out.
Yeah.
I don't want to be those guys that you hear online that play video games for 11 hours straight and they can't hold a conversation with you because their brain is so stuck on what they're doing.
Fried. Yeah, that's all they think about. That's all they do. Yeah, man. One thing that I've been trying to practice the past a few weeks is waking up early and just meditating. Just 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes, let my thoughts kind of go. I pray. I like to pray or whatever, and let that go. I try my bit, and I've been doing pretty well. I slipped out one time. I could count one time in my hand. So I slipped up one time where I don't look at social media. I don't check my emails first thing in the morning because we talk about this all the time. I'm really trying to stick with that. So what I did, you guys could try this out, is I put my phone somewhere like 10 feet away where I have to get up, get the phone, and I put it right next to my computer. Okay. So right then I put on the music and then I just meditate. And then right after that, I'll start working on stuff.
And you know what's crazy? That's good that you're doing that.
Okay.
And that's a good idea. I'm going to try that. By the time you get up, you don't even care about your phone. You're like straight to the bathroom, wash your face, do whatever you got to do. Man. I know I usually got to pee when I get up.
True. Me too.
And then by that time, like you're not even thinking, your mind's occupied by something else. I know my mind needs stimulation as soon as I wake up. That's why I look at the phone.
Right? Yeah.
And I'm so comfortable in the bed.
And you stay in that bed for just
silk
a little
sheets.
bit long. Oh my God!
I don't have them, but I wish.
That Biggie lifestyle.
Biggie, silk sheets. This fine fur laying on top of the bed. It might be jaguar.
It might be mink.
Damn, it might be mink.
Might be the the mane of a lion?
It's probably the mane of a
Oh.
lion or like polar bear fur.
Sponsored by Mufasa.
Sponsored by the Lion King. I got Scar himself, his fur on my
Oh,
bed.
damn.
I even
Black
got
on black?
Black on black.
I like that, dog.
So, that's a good idea because you're so comfortable and you wake up, especially when you don't have to be somewhere immediately.
Yeah.
You're not
Yeah.
like on red alert.
You know
Leave
what?
that phone across the room. I'm going to try that.
You know what started clicking in my head every time like I'm looking at it when I know I shouldn't be. I'm spending time on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, watching videos, whatever. It hits me. I'm watching someone else's dream. You know what I mean? I'm watching someone else live their dream. What am I doing? You know what I mean? So it's like, that could wait. Like my text, emails, all two of them could wait. So I just
True.
chill. I do my thing because why am I watching other people do what they're doing?
No, good point.
Yeah.
That's a perfect point.
Thank you.
You're going on social media and looking at other people's pictures, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, that's cool. And it's literally all for entertainment.
Exactly, it is.
Rarely do you get up and you're like, oh, man, I forgot to research this one thing.
Exactly. That ain't
We used to
happening.
do that in school. I used to wake up, do my homework, then go to school.
Yeah. I used to wake up, think about doing my homework, and then I would do it in homeroom.
Oh, I didn't have homeroom.
Oh, you didn't?
I don't even know what homeroom is.
Wow. Wow. Where'd you go to school?
Uh,
Philippines?
Yeah,
Third one?
in freaking.
I can't say any country. I don't want. That's why I picked Philippines because I'm from there.
No, I
anyone-
went to school in Egypt. But then again, they go to school for like 11 hours a day.
Do they really?
Something like that. No, it's not 11. It's
Yeah,
not
I
11.
remember my mom telling me when I learned multiplication in like third grade, she was like, I learned that in kindergarten and
Yeah.
first grade. I'm like, oh, okay. So that's
Yeah.
how far behind we are.
That's what all foreign parents will tell their
Yeah,
kids.
Get your game up.
Meanwhile, it's the same thing. It's like they get out of school at
Yeah.
2:30 p.m. too.
True.
Yeah.
Moving on.
So, moving on.
Yeah, man.
We just dropped some knowledge.
We just dropped some knowledge bombs, guys.
Let's
you're
drop some
welcome.
news.
Okay, let's get into it. What do you want to talk about first, Doug?
Okay, first dog. Did you hear that?
Nope, I didn't.
First of all, Hoist Gracie is interested in fighting Matt Hughes. Matt Hughes recently kind of put it out
Next.
there that he doesn't. He's thinking about making a comeback.
Or is this gonna happen? Bellator,
Who knows?
Lucha Underground.
Probably Bellator.
Yeah,
So you don't have any
I'm
interest
not
in that?
interested.
Okay.
That's just like.
Do you know what happened the last time they fought?
Matt Hughes won?
Matt Hughes crushed Hoist Gracie.
Yeah, rear naked. Was it rear naked?
I forget what he
Because I
did to
remember
him.
pounding him and then.
He like choke slammed him
Yeah.
and then just grinded him out.
Yeah.
And then I think he almost broke his arm or his leg. He almost broke something on Hoist Gracie. It might have been his arm.
Yeah.
Hoist refused to tap. I forget what happened,
Oh.
but it was like a mauling.
I just remember it was a mauling. That's
Yeah.
what I remember. So I'm gonna pass on that just because. You know what I mean? It's just they're gonna sell it to us.
Yeah.
And it's gonna make us kind of want to watch it.
Sure.
Nostalgia.
Yeah.
That's what they're gonna put it on.
Sure.
Nostalgia. Like you're gonna watch the.
And that's what Bellator does. They
Yeah.
put on those nostalgia fights.
Yeah.
Moving on. Shinya Aoki is fighting or
That'll-
is competing against Gary Tonin
Mm-hmm.
in a jiu-jitsu grappling match.
Yep.
In 1FC, the
That I'll
special
watch.
event. That is pretty cool.
That I'll watch.
That is pretty cool. Shinya Aoki, he recently lost his 1FC title, but
He's a killer.
he's a killer.
He's
And he's a
killer,
jiu-jitsu
man.
athlete.
Yeah.
Phenom. I think his most recent jiu-jitsu match was against, can you guess it? Metamoris?
Kron.
Yes.
Yeah.
Versus Kron, and he lost. He got guillotined.
Yeah.
But he's still a phenomenal athlete.
I'll still watch
and
him.
I'm very
Him
interested in
against
that
Ga-
match.
I wonder if they planned that out. I think Gary took a trip to like Korea or something like that recently, or maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago.
I think Japan.
Did he?
I
Yeah,
think
I
so.
remember he took a trip somewhere, gave seminars when I came back, whatever. So
Yeah.
maybe they figured they hashed it out
Yeah.
over there, or they just used technology and
and
figured out via
communicated.
email.
Yeah. Hey,
So,
buddy, I'd
yeah,
like to fight
This
you.
isn't 1920, so I'm
Mhm.
just gonna go shut up and let you
Yeah.
keep dishing out news. But that I will watch.
Yeah.
So big ups to 1FC because I think they're the biggest promotion in
Yeah,
Asia,
man.
right? Doing their thing. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's always good to
They
have
got
different.
they got your girl Angela Lee
Oh,
kicking butt,
And-
taking names.
why is she my girl?
I don't know. 'Cause she's cool. She's
She's
20 years
cool?
old.
Okay. What's her
She's-
nationality?
I don't know.
Where's she from? Is she from what continent?
Somewhere.
Asia.
I have no idea.
Okay, cool.
I don't-
So we're gonna move on from this.
Her
one?
name is Angela. She could be from anywhere.
What's her last name?
Lee.
Lee.
America? She's probably American.
Yeah,
I have no
you
idea.
know what? Yeah. Tommy Lee.
She's
Tommy
there
Lee
you go.
Jones.
Come on, man.
Yeah, you're
Trying
right.
to-
You're right. That's
trying
my
to
fault,
put-
man.
Yeah, you're trying
My
to
fault, dog.
listen. You're trying to get me. It's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work.
I'm not a racist.
I set up that Kimura trap and he escaped.
I escaped. So the next UFC event that's coming up,
I'm watching.
we'll put it down real quick.
April 8th.
April 8th, UFC 210, 210.
210.
Damn, we're doing podcast 209.
109.
Oh, 109. Crap.
Close,
Okay.
close.
Yeah, close.
I was thinking it too.
I was like, what the heck? Yeah, so Anthony Johnson versus the champ, Daniel Cormier, DC.
That's gonna be a fun match.
What do you think's going to happen? What's
I
your
think
prediction?
Johnson's gonna catch him this time. I think he's gonna get over that hump. I'm making that over the rainbow hand signal. He's gonna get over that hump, and I think he's gonna take the win. I think he's gonna catch him, and he's gonna slow it down just a little bit, and yeah,
Okay.
he's gonna win second round.
Nice, man. Second
TKO.
round.
Yeah, second round.
Oh,
We got-
damn.
Yeah,
Okay, man. It's hard. You don't want to bet against the champ. And
especially when his name is Daniel Cormier.
I didn't bet against him. I believe I picked him in their last fight.
Yes.
But we have to take into account their last fight
Mm-hmm.
was a late replacement for Anthony Johnson. I believe it was. I believe it was
Oh.
supposed to be John Jones versus Daniel Cormier.
I think you're right.
Yeah. And then I think eventually
Oof.
Anthony Johnson was supposed to fight John Jones.
Yeah.
But then Anthony Johnson got hurt or
Something happened.
Something happened, but this was a late replacement fight. So, Anthony Johnson's fighting DC, late replacement.
Yep.
Either he was or late. Or we should know this. This is dumb.
Yeah.
But regardless,
It's your fault.
take that into account.
Okay.
So, also take into account that Anthony Johnson wasn't ready for the wrestler in Daniel Cormier. Now he has a full training camp. In fact, he has 2 training camps because DC got injured like a few months ago when they were supposed to fight.
Yeah.
So now he has more than a training camp. A training camp is sharpening.
Mm-hmm.
When you're not in training camp, you're learning.
Yep.
So I believe he was in a training camp sharpening, and then DC had to bail. So now he went into learning mode,
Mm-hmm.
but he kept in shape. And then when it's time, boom, it's sharpening mode again. So having a long layoff, planning for a fighter, is the best case scenario.
Yeah, might be even better for him.
Especially in a rematch, yeah. And, we saw in that last fight, Anthony Johnson landed that bomb, and DC took it, but
He ate it.
how many of those can you take?
Yeah.
And Anthony Johnson is on a tear right
Mhm.
now. He's on a tear. He's super confident. He's super in shape. He's confident that what happened last time is not going to happen again, and he's going to get gassed.
This is gonna be a fun fight just because DC is a grinder, man.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see if Anthony Johnson can withstand his pressure because DC's gonna come at him or whatever. He'll probably eat like a hit or two, but he's gonna come at him. So if Anthony Johnson does win this, it's gonna be well deserved because
Yeah, absolutely.
Cormier is a champion, man, without a shadow of a doubt, mentally, physically. He just seemed so confident.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to Cormier because you're listening. Not
Yeah.
if you're listening. Because you're listening. I know you are, Doug.
Sure. Now, if DC wins, it's going to be because strategy-wise,
Mhm.
he just made the better decisions.
Yep. Calculated everything
I
perfectly.
think DC's best chance of winning is to keep the distance. Not keep the distance.
gonna be
Close
hard.
the distance and get Anthony Johnson to worry about the wrestling
Mm-hmm.
and wrestle him and get him down and then keep him guessing, keep him hesitating,
Yep.
knock him up a bit, and then take him down again. Play that wrestling game.
Yeah,
I think that's your best case
That's
scenario.
gonna throw him off because he won't want to throw heavy hands if
Mhm.
he's close and
Yes.
he's being threatened
Yes.
of a takedown. Just that match before it turned Edson Barbosa. That last match that we saw was just like because he was off his game that first
Oh yeah,
round.
yeah. That's right. That's right.
Like
yeah.
every time he would set up or whatever, he would stop the other. I forgot his name. Sorry.
Mhm.
To that fighter that he was just putting him on tilt, and then Edson caught him just with that bang shot, that knee shot. But yeah, man. So I think if he just kind of
who
withstands
was it
that storm, I forgot his name, man.
Dariush, Beneil Dariush.
Oh, that was a great fight, man.
And Beneil he's a really good fighter. He's like Musashi, like very strategic, very very structured, very good everywhere. And you could tell like he kind of threw Edson off his game.
He was willing to throw too. Edson would throw. He would throw right back.
Yeah, that's what threw Edson off. But you could tell Edson also was plotting, and that's what happened. Edson plotted the timing. He
calculated perfectly, man.
Jumping knee.
You
compounded.
heard that knee. Sounded like a home run.
Yeah.
Like Mark McGuire.
Like
catching
Sammy
a-
Sosa,
Oh,
man.
my goodness, man. So, yeah, moving on. Yeah, so but I do think not a thing. I have a feeling Anthony Johnson is gonna come out with this win this
Okay.
time and finally get a belt, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you do after that? Because you have Anthony Johnson and Daniel Cormier.
When does John Jones come back?
John Jones, I believe, is supposed to come July.
Okay.
Either June or July.
That's a good time.
So, regardless of whether it's June or July, this fight is happening in a couple weeks,
Yeah.
April 8th.
April, May, June, July. 3 months.
That could be the
That's
rematch.
perfect timing,
They could
yeah.
tell John, hey, start training. We're going to announce the rematch, or we're going to announce your match versus the title holder a month before the fight because we need to get confirmation from the committee or whatever.
Yeah.
And guys, start training now.
Yeah.
That can easily happen, yeah.
Yeah. If
By August, they could be fighting.
they don't take too many hits where they have to be suspended for an amount of time, hopefully
True,
not. You know what I mean? But
true.
that'd
Good
be
point.
perfect because you can't make John Jones like the way UFC works now. The money's a thing, so
Mhm.
John Jones is gonna get that immediate
But also,
title shot.
John is one of the guys that
deserves it.
kind of deserves it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
You know, whatever he did out of the octagon, it sucks.
Yeah.
You know, and
it's unfortunate.
and he did take a kind of a step back
Mm-hmm.
with OSP.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't a step back like to disrespect OSP, but it wasn't like the hardest fight for him.
Yeah.
So I think they could just give him the title shot and no one will care. And if you do have a complaint, fight John Jones.
Yeah. I can't wait to see how he's gonna look like for this upcoming match because I think beforehand he was on the Joe Rogan talking about striking was like kind of not an afterthought, but he was focused really more on
his grappling,
jiu-jitsu and his wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
So that he said he was talking about like he didn't feel as sharp, like creative. I think he said he wasn't as creative as he usually was. So I want to see if that creativity's back because you could definitely see that when he was fighting OSP.
Well, he said that because when he got suspended, he stopped training completely.
Yeah.
So that's what happens when you stop training.
Powerlifting.
He went to powerlifting. He stopped training martial arts. When you stop training martial arts at any level, amateur, professional, best in the world, it doesn't matter. You're going to lose your sharpness. You're going to lose your timing. And what I always talk about to the students is you lose those little favorite things that you like to do. Maybe you like to move this way. Maybe you like to throw this combination.
Yeah.
Maybe you like to throw this counter strike. Maybe you like to do this takedown or this arm bar. Or these little combinations of movements.
The fluidity of
Yes.
your movements too, man.
And your game is built on all these little pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And when you
So
don't train
true.
for a while, you
That's
forget
so
those little
true,
pieces.
yeah.
You know the overall game. You know how to do moves, but you forget those little combos that you like to do. That A, B, that C, D, whatever it is, those little combos. So I think that's what John was saying. He lost all that from not training in a while, but he's been training.
Yeah.
He's been focused on his weakness that he says is his grappling, his jiu-jitsu.
Mm-hmm.
He's only going to be better.
Yeah.
Now, who else do we have waiting in the wind? Your boy Jimmy Manawa.
Oh.
Yep. Jimmy Manawa last week
He's a problem.
knocked out Corey Anderson.
He's a problem.
Before that, knocked out OSP.
Yeah.
Jimmy Manawa is a stud.
He's a stud. He's from UK? Where's he from?
Yeah, from England.
Oh, good
from
for
London,
him.
yeah.
He is a monster, man.
This guy's nickname should be the Mauler.
He put his name into that ballot. Like, I'm here.
Lions eat first. That's what he says.
That's a great line.
One punch, one kill. That's what he says.
That should be a T-shirt.
Yeah, Lions eat first. I like that. One punch, one kill.
Oof.
What the hell?
He is
yeah.
If I were to see him across, if I saw him walking on the same street as me, I would cross.
Yeah, if I saw him, I would go and get his autograph. Take a picture with him.
You would. Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy.
Jimmy.
It's me, Abe. Show the art.
He might smack me. But no, Jimmy Manawa, I mean, walk-off knockout against Corey Anderson like a stud.
He is a stud.
Poor Corey Anderson, man, because
Yeah,
his
man.
body went
Numb.
like
Yeah. Lights out. The lights
shut off, man.
The lights went out.
Yeah. So, and he's asking for that title shot.
Mm-hmm.
I think he
Deservedly.
deserves it. I think he's the next in line besides John Jones.
Yeah.
I think the next fights that should happen, Jimmy Manawa should be either fighting John Jones, Daniel Cormier, or Anthony Johnson.
So,
Regardless of who has the belt, he should be fighting one of those three guys next.
so do you think he'll probably face the loser of that Anthony Johnson Cormier? Because the way we talked about it, Cormier, whoever comes out of there, is facing John Jones, no matter what.
I think this, like you said,
Yeah.
if no one gets hurt,
Yep.
John Jones will fight that guy.
Okay.
If the champ can't fight in the next 3 or 4 months because he got hurt,
John Jones and Jimmy.
John Jones and Jimmy Manuwa.
Oh.
And the winner of that fights for the title. They're not going to give John Jones any more interim title shots.
It just
you had
got
your
sexy.
chance.
It just no matter what,
Yeah.
we win. This is one of those instances. It's a win-win for us, the fans.
Yep. And here's another thing. If Anthony Johnson wins, we finally get to see Anthony Johnson versus John Jones. Beautiful matchup.
man.
We've been wanting to see that.
For a long
If
time.
DC wins, we finally get to see the rematch. Because remember that heat.
There's a lot.
There's a lot of
There's
heat.
some sweet heat up in that, man.
That DC John Jones, there's a lot of heat.
There's a lot.
When they finally fought, there was heat. And then they tried to rematch like 2 times after that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a build-up there.
There is.
So
this, I could compare
then-
this build-up
sorry.
to Khabib and Tony Ferguson.
yeah.
That
But-
because we've been waiting
Yeah.
for how long for these matches to come
Yeah.
up, man.
Yeah.
So it's the same. I would kind of salivate at the
Mhm.
at the potential
Yeah.
for both.
And then of course, if the challenger wins, I mean
Mhm.
loses, of course the challenger. No, challenger is Anthony Johnson. If he wins,
If he becomes a champion,
if he becomes a champion and gets hurt, or DC becomes a champion and gets hurt,
yeah,
we get another fight we've never seen, and that's Jimmy Manuwa
yeah.
versus your boy John Jones. Right? They never
That-
fought. Right?
I'll take that and watch them. Seeing the way they've been doing, they'll make that an interim title fight.
Nah, I think they're done with giving. Like they
I
gave
hope
John.
so, man.
The thing is, they gave John Jones a title fight, interim title fight when he fought OSP, coming back off a year layoff, a year suspension.
Yeah.
Sorry, not a layoff.
Yeah,
Layoff is when you get hurt or you stop fighting. Suspension is when you do something bad or you get.
when you get caught doing something
Yeah.
suspect.
So and then they stripped him of that interim title.
Yeah,
They're not going to give him another interim. It makes no sense.
That's true.
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
true. I see where you're going. now.
Plus, you had your chance kind of deal.
Mhm.
You know, it sucks. We're bringing you back in, of course.
Yep.
But you had your chance. You can't get mad at
You
us.
had your chance, dog.
Yeah.
You lost it.
So, but at the same time, if either of those guys are ready to fight,
Okay.
let's say DC friggin' knocks out Anthony Johnson or vice versa, and they're unscathed, boom, you set up the John Jones match
True.
3 months later.
There you go.
You know,
So light heavyweight championship. Weight class looks promising.
yeah. And here's another thing: Alexander Gustafsson's fighting Glover Teixeira.
Ooh, that's gonna be a fun one.
Those guys are fighting.
They're fun.
So you have the winner of that waiting in the wind to fight either
One of those guys.
One of those guys.
Yeah.
One of those guys.
I think they're gonna have to be convincing, or win convincingly. I'm sorry, like Alexander or Glover. Glover more because he's kind of up and down.
Well,
right
here's
now.
the thing.
What's up?
They're dying to get Gustafsson versus John Jones rematch
Yeah.
because Gustafsson probably did the best against John Jones that
He did.
anybody has,
Mhm.
and John Jones acknowledges that, and John Jones wants that rematch to prove to him and to everybody else that he's better, and I love that about John
too.
Jones.
Me too.
So
Imagine
yeah.
seeing like a motivated John Jones against someone they say. Some people say he should have won or had Gustafsson winning.
I had Gustafsson winning,
Yeah, see?
but I wasn't mad when they said John Jones
Nah,
won.
me
It
neither.
was close.
It's one of those fights. It was like a Wonder Boy.
No,
What's
way
later?
better.
No, first, not that second one.
Way better than the first.
You're right.
It was just a really good fight.
You're right.
No offense to those guys. It was just a really good
Yeah.
fight. And John
I was
Jones,
like, how you're disrespecting that? I'm like, oh yeah, it
Yeah.
was way better.
because
That was exciting.
yeah, it was back and forth. Gustafsson had the first couple rounds, and then
Yeah.
John Jones just came back in the
I
last
know
two,
that was clutch.
and like spinning elbow hurt him. It was just like a
Those
really good-
elbows, he was landing those elbows.
Yeah,
That says a lot because they're around the same length.
Yeah.
Usually I'm like, oh, he's catching them because the length
Yeah.
difference. But nope, he's still
Well,
nice with it.
I think he started landing the spinning elbows.
yes.
While Gus was coming in.
yeah.
And that's what
Oh.
really rocked Gustafsson. Gustafsson, let's not forget, Gustafsson took John Jones down in that fight.
Oh, did he?
I think twice.
Yeah, you're right.
So Gustafsson is a really good challenger. I think after that, Gustafsson got knocked out by Anthony Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
But again, they're in the mix.
Yep.
Gustafsson versus DC might not happen, but Gustafsson versus Anthony Johnson rematch might happen. Gustafsson versus Jimmy Manuwa, Gustafsson versus John Jones rematch.
Either way,
all of those matches are beautiful.
still good.
So let's make it happen, UFC.
UFC.
Let's make it happen.
You hear us? We're geniuses, man. We're making these
Making
cards.
these
We're
fights
booking
for you.
these
Yeah.
fights for you.
Hell yeah.
You're welcome. We
Yeah.
should get
Another fight I'm excited about is Gegard Mousasi versus Chris Weidman.
Oh yeah.
That's a good fight.
That's gonna be a good fight.
That's on the Anthony Johnson DC card.
Oh,
April
that
8th.
is a good one. Who do you have winning that one?
Oh man,
I bet you're going Musashi.
dude, my heart says Musashi, but I feel so bad because I don't want. I hate it when a good fighter loses 3 in a row.
I don't want Weidman to lose.
I don't want.
man.
Yeah,
I really I was really
Yeah.
rooting for him against Luke.
Luke. Okay.
Yeah, but
And
so
how about against Yoel? He was beating Yoel.
he was. Yeah,
He was winning on the scorecards, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. I was going for Weidman as well
Mm.
on that one. So I didn't realize I'm a Weidman
Yeah.
fan.
I like Weidman nowadays.
Yeah.
I think Weidman's going to take this fight.
Okay.
When you look at the totality of it, Weidman's a really good wrestler. Musashi doesn't often fight really good, strong, big wrestlers. And Weidman has power. So he has the
True.
best of both worlds. And he lost 2 in a row.
Yeah.
That he,
His back is against the ropes.
His back is against the wall. You don't want to corner
an
animal. So Musashi's coming into this fight like he always does.
Sure.
Just really comfortable, really confident, really
Calculated.
calm.
He just looks so
Yeah.
calm, man.
Mhm.
I really like watching him fight. Just the calmness, his
Yeah.
demeanor, just everything about him when he competes.
Yeah, man. And the weakness of a calm fighter
Mm-hmm.
is a guy that can just explode on you in any second, and it throws you off for a second. So
yeah.
I think Weidman could be that guy. I think Weidman takes this fight, man.
Yeah.
I think. But if Musashi wins, holy crap, maybe he deserves the
Up
next title shot.
Yeah, he should be up next.
I think if he wins the next fight, because this fight's happening in 2 weeks, they pin him against either Jacare or Yoel. Maybe go straight to Yoel.
You know the matchup Jacare has, right? Did you hear about it?
Robert Whitaker.
Yeah.
Robert Whitaker. That's probably one of my favorite fights, and that's the fight card after.
Yes. Yeah.
Robert
I was looking at this. I'm just like, man, I really.
Mhm.
This is a tough match, man.
I give it to Jacare.
Yeah, me too.
I love Robert Whitaker,
Yeah.
but I give it to Jacare. Jacare's going to take him down like he does everybody, and he's going to
Poor
submit
guy.
him pretty easily.
Yeah.
Pretty easily.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I really, but damn, Robert Whitaker could hit.
Robert Whitaker, man.
If he could just kind of stifle those takedowns,
Mhm.
which is going to be super hard. I do not want to make that sound like it's an easy thing, especially against one of the all-time greats at grappling, man.
Yeah.
But oh man, Robert could
Yeah.
hit if he just catches that chin just a little bit.
Here's the thing. Jacare
down.
can hit too.
Yeah.
But Jacare knows when
The
he goes
best
up against
chance-
an elite striker like Robert Whitaker is, you
Mhm.
can't play around too much.
It's
You
50-50,
got to,
man.
yeah, just go for that takedown.
Yeah. But man, I really wanted Jacare to get that next title.
Well, here's the thing. Like some fighters, he's been having a string of bad luck because he was supposed to fight Luke, and then Luke got injured.
Yeah.
That Luke win would have like cemented him even over
Absolutely.
Yoel, even though they said Yoel
Absolutely.
gets it. Come on, and he was supposed to fight somebody else, and then he fought Chris Camozzi, I think.
Yep, and finish that really fast.
quick, and it was like that was a dumb fight.
I think Kimura.
Yeah. So now he's fighting Robert Whitaker, an up-and-comer,
Yeah.
a really good striker, a really threatening guy. This is another win that keeps him up there.
I know. Yeah. It's one of the, but I just wish he had.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm just a Jacare fan.
Now,
so.
who's headlining that card?
Ooh,
DJ.
DJ, man. Against Wilson Reese.
Yeah.
That's going to be a fun one.
Now, Wilson Heath. He's world-class grappler.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah.
yeah, tell me about him.
Man, jiu-jitsu guy. His striking is obviously not as good as Demetrius Johnson,
Mhm.
but if he gets the fight to the ground,
He's in trouble.
I think he could be the guy to submit DJ.
So that's a level Wilson is at right now, grappling wise.
Yeah. So, I mean, the thing is, DJ's last fight, what's his name? The Ultimate Fighter winner.
Yeah, I forgot.
I feel bad that I forgot his name, but really good fighter. He put DJ in some trouble on the ground. DJ eventually caught his wind, caught his stride, and started dominating when he got to the top. But this guy I believe
Tim
he put him in
Elliott?
a Tim Elliott.
Yeah.
Put him in a Darce. DJ
Man.
that was tight.
That was tight.
Wilson finishes that if he gets put in that
True.
position.
Oh man.
Wilson is that.
He knows those nuances, right? Those
yeah.
little. Yeah.
So we'll see, man. That's his best bet. But when you're a guy like DJ that can do it all, and you can smell when a guy's really trying too hard to take you down.
Yep.
You're not going to take DJ down.
True.
If he knows you're being predictable and
Their
he
game
sees
planning is phenomenal over
Yeah.
there, man.
Mhm.
So it's gonna be tough. Tim Elliott is on that same card. He's facing Louis Smolka. I think Louis Smolka's coming off
That is a good fight.
two losses, so
He is.
his back is
Yeah.
against the wall too.
But
man.
Louis Smolka's a really good
He could-
fighter.
yeah, man, he's fun to watch.
Yeah.
Lanky
yeah.
too.
And who's the third fight on that card? Is that Karate Hottie versus?
Yeah, Nama Yunus.
Yeah.
This is a good card. We could get into this one a lot more.
Your
down
girl
the
Karate
road.
Hottie.
Why is that? Why is she my girl?
'Cause she's good.
Cause she's good. I never said that I was a big fan of hers. I could be, but I never mentioned anything.
Hold on, but I thought you. No.
Nah, I like her. She's cool.
Do you think she's gonna win?
No, I think Nama Yunus is gonna win.
Okay, I think Karate Hottie's gonna win.
Do you?
I like Rose,
Okay.
but Karate Hottie has a lot more experience.
She has a name.
She does.
Michelle. You talking about Michelle?
No, she goes by Karate Hottie, so I call her that.
K Hot.
Yeah.
K Hottie.
Yeah. Michelle Watterson, check her out on Instagram.
She's
does
fun, man.
Funny videos.
She has.
So
she's
she
a
is
great
your girl.
Personality. She has a great
You know who
personality.
I'm talking
I said
about.
She has a great personality.
No,
You know I love before we end this. You know when you ask your boy, yo, the girl, whatever you met, she cute. She got a good personality. AKA, that's
she's pretty hot.
Yeah.
It goes without saying.
Guys, on that note, we have to train. We cannot be late because we're at Abe's house. We're not training. I mean, we're not podcasting.
No, we're in the studio.
We're on.
In my
Is
house.
this our new headquarters?
This is the studio. Yeah.
I dig it.
Come on, dog.
I dig it. Yeah.
Come on. We got the lights here. We got the the whole
The
setup, the
Chimera
table,
Turkish coffee.
coffee. Yeah, we got the whole
Uh-huh.
studio set up here.
Mhm.
So
You're wearing your inverted gi.
I mean, yeah, about to.
Inverted gear.
Yeah.
Gi. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Check
So
it out.
Let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
I got my rash guard right underneath.
You look like you do.
I
You're
do.
looking a little tight right now.
Ooh, yeah, that's a little svelte.
On that note, guys, that was the podcast. Please, if you like this episode and you like our show, please, if you can, give us a good. Go to iTunes, give us a review on iTunes, give us a 5-star rating, and it goes a long way to write a little review. Say, hey,
We
love
enjoy
these
it.
guys' podcast. I enjoy it. I recommend it. Just say something like that. It goes a long way.
It does, man.
And
We
it's pretty
really-
easy to do.
Yeah.
Let's not get crazy. It's
Yeah.
pretty easy to do.
Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
It's really easy.
Yeah.
If it was hard, we wouldn't make you do it because we wouldn't do it either.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
I
And
mean-
also, we have some new hoodies coming out, a zipper hoodie and
we got a zipper going down.
it's coming out, I believe, this Friday, dropping like a dime.
Ooh.
This Friday, our new hoodies are coming out. There's going to be 2. There's the Create Jiu-Jitsu one. We're re-releasing
And a
it.
little heather gray, or what
It's
going to
be charcoal.
Oh, I like that.
And the new B-Art hoodie, zipper hoodie's coming out. So
I dig
check that out on our store, showtheart.com. Get it.
guys. We're out. Peace.
Light work.